YouTube, what's good with y'all boys? Today we finna react to more MSA videos. Y'all love the series so far, so we're gonna binge a little bit more. Y'all know how we do it. We're rating each one of these 1 through 10. Let's get to it, guys.
Imagine being locked inside a small elevator with your biggest crush. Meanwhile, the AC stops working and it gets so hot that you both take off your shirts.
Huh?
Sounds like a dream. Well, this actually
Whose
happened to me.
freaky ass fantasy is this? What? You started off like this? Yo, TOS, we got kids in here, man. What?
And here's how. I was in school and my enemy
This already started
Alexa
off
made fun
high.
of me. She said, I'm going on a date this weekend. And you? Netflix and chill with your dad? Oh, stop it, Alexa.
Netflix
If
and chill
I
with
wanted a
dad?
boyfriend, I could get one easily. Ha! Not in your wildest dreams. Guys just don't think that you are attractive.
Well,
I wanted to
damn.
prove her wrong,
Hi,
so
Becky,
I secretly
come
went to my
in.
teacher and said, Mr. Flanders, I know this sounds weird, but I really want to work with Jordan. Can you team us up on the next project?
I thought this was gonna go completely
That's
different.
cute.
I'm gonna be
And
honest.
Sure, I'll let you two write
the
an
history.
essay together. It was awesome. Jordan and I met up in the library for our team project. Maybe I wasn't the prettiest girl, but I had a secret weapon. Because I was absolutely shameless. I said, so
what?
do you have a crush on any girl in our class? Oh, I don't have time for dating. I only focus on school and my soccer career. Wow. I
Okay,
heard you
locked
almost
in.
made the national team. Have you ever had any groupies? Well, girls
What?
often come into the locker room looking to have some fun, but I think
What
it's
type of
super
question is this?
annoying.
Y'all supposed to be doing a school
That's why I did
project.
the top button of my blouse and asked, have you ever dated a brunette?
You easy. You way too easy, bro. You trying way too hard, sissy. You trying way too hard, man. You was
You
feeding.
like yourself? Yes, and now tell me, do you find me attractive? Oh, stop, and let's go back to work. Oh my god.
Damn.
I
Damn. Hold on. She pulled up from deep. Oh my goodness, Valentine. That was not the shot, girly.
needed a better plan to seduce him. So I lured him into my dad's mansion. There, we had a small elevator. And I had
small
instructed
elevator?
my brother to switch off the circuit breaker in the middle of the ride. Whoa, the elevator stopped. Yeah,
What?
it happens all the time. We just have to wait until my dad comes home and rescues us. It was so tight, Jordan's body was almost pressed up against mine. And the AC off. It got really
this not
hot and muggy
assault?
in there. So I
Or
said,
something?
if you want to take off your shirt, please go ahead. Well, actually, I'm fine. Well, then, I'll
Damn,
go
he
first.
really don't like you.
I peeled down to my bra and said,
my
it's
gosh.
just like a bikini. And by the way, do you think I'm attractive? Oh, you
what?
sure look good. I really thought he liked me. So I
Nigga,
went,
What is wrong with you? What is wrong with you? He said maybe, and now you're already kissing him. This gotta be assault.
ahead and kissed him. We kept going for 20 minutes, but right when I took his shirt off, I heard my dad scream.
Alright, bro. Yeah. We not watching that.
Hey, what are you doing with my daughter?
GG's. He finna get the shotgun, bro. I ain't gonna lie. You finna become target practice, bro.
Snap. I was in big trouble. My dad still thought I was an innocent little girl. He didn't know the real
Are we
me.
not gonna talk about the clear
How
essay
dare
we just
you touch
seen?
my daughter? Dad, we both like each other, and I'm 16.
Both?
Old enough to date boys and have some fun.
Who freaky ass made this story, bro? Who's freaky ass wrote? Yo, I can't even pronounce my words. Who's freaky ass wrote this story, man? What are you talking about? Why would you say that to your father too?
My dad grounded me for weeks, but I didn't care. The following day, I visited Jordan after his soccer practice. in
This
the
is already
boys'
an
locker
8
room,
out of
and
10.
I got plenty of attention.
You went to the mid. Oh my god.
Jordan, a girl is here for you, and she seems naughty. Oh, hey,
What?
what
Who
are you doing
speaks
here?
like that? It's
I wanted
2025.
to invite you to my house. I have a special surprise for you. I took him to my room and peeled down to this cute cat out.
Yeah, no, we're done. Yeah, we're done. Yeah, that's the end of this story. We're done with that shit. Fuck that. Yeah, we're done with that. Oh, yo, 10 out of 10. 10 out of 10. We done with that story. On to the next. My boyfriend wants an open relationship.
I'm Olivia, and I met my boyfriend Christian 2 years ago in college. I always thought we had the perfect relationship because we were best friends and loved each other so much.
Okay.
Literally all of our friends called us the dream couple. But 6 months ago, Christian said we needed to talk. I immediately got scared because I thought he wanted to break up with me. But instead, he said he wanted an open relationship because he missed going out to bars with his friends and he felt like he was missing out. I told him I didn't have
Okay,
a
break
problem with
up.
him going out with his friends, but then he explained that it wasn't just that. He also wanted to be able to sleep with other women.
Yeah, he just don't respect you, bro. He wants to cheat, man. I ain't gonna lie. He just wants to demote you to his main girl instead of his girlfriend.
He said it was like eating ice cream. I'm his favorite flavor, but sometimes he wanted to try other flavors.
Oh, no, he a
I
demon.
couldn't believe
What?
I was hearing. I asked him how I would know he wouldn't just find another favorite flavor and dump me. But he said,
Comparing your girl to ice cream is crazy.
No way I was interested in an open relationship. For me, making love is a way of showing how much I care about someone. So the idea of him sleeping with other girls killed me. Wasn't I good enough for him? Christian was desperate to see other girls, so we decided to break up. The first few days were really
that's
hard.
what you're supposed to do?
I couldn't stop thinking about Christian. I missed him so much, but I was also a bit angry because I felt like he had wasted 2 years of my life just to decide that I wasn't good enough.
That is true.
I felt rejected and thought my life was over. But, of course, it wasn't.
Though.
A few months later, I started going out with another guy, David, and things were going
Okay,
well.
David looks like a nice boy.
He was only interested in me, and I felt really special whenever we were together. But then, right when I was in the middle of a date with David, Christian texted me saying he was sorry for breaking up with me. He said that he had been stupid.
He just wants to taste your flavor again, man. That's all he wants to do. Don't fold. Don't fold.
It was the biggest mistake of his
Stay
life.
solid 10 toes.
Well, of course, I loved the fact that he wanted me back, even though I was with David. But I just didn't think I could trust him again. In the end, I wrote him that I wasn't interested.
Okay.
But the next day, Christian came to my apartment with flowers and...
Brother, she's finna take him back, cheat on David, and then somehow find a way to blame David for it, bro. I see the play, man. This is his tale as old as time, bro.
Said, please take me back. I can't live without you. Romantic, right? Wrong. It was so cringeworthy. It looked like
you stayed at 10 toes.
Better than me.
At least 5.
So
at least
he wanted me back. And I also knew that if I said yes,
Oh, no,
he would
you
only
didn't.
get bored with me eventually and want to see other
fuck.
girls again. I politely told him that I had moved on and I wasn't interested in him.
Okay.
He looked devastated, but
Okay, girlie.
at least he got the message and didn't
She's standing
become some
10.
creepy stalker or something. After a few more dates, I decided David wasn't right for me. He was sweet, but I realized I wasn't ready for a new relationship yet.
Please don't go how I think's finna go.
One day I'll find the right guy, the man I'll spend the rest of my life with. But this time I'll be more careful about who I date. I want to be sure my next boyfriend is mature enough to become my husband someday.
I'm still kind of pissed off about the David situation. How did he was too nice for you? He was too good of a girlfriend? I mean, he was too good of a boyfriend for you? That's why you broke up with him? What are you talking about, man? He seemed like a good guy. Good head on his shoulders, man. What?
Thank you for listening to my story. Have you ever had a messy...
Nah, man. 3 out of 10, bro. I ain't gonna lie. That was a terrible ass story, bro. I followed my stepbrother into the basement. Hopefully this is just calm. Hopefully it's not too much. This doesn't sound good already.
Our Christmas was ruined, and yours would have been too. Imagine you and your husband had made 2 cute snowmen outside your house and woke up the next morning to find a 3rd snowman sticking a large knife into your husband's snowman's chest. Well, when that happened to us, I knew instantly that he was back. You see, many years ago, when I was a teenager, my stepbrother moved in with us and told me,
check out this news article. Isn't it rad?
The title said, Step Siblings Get Married and Have 3 Kids. I cringed so hard and screamed, what's wrong with you, you creep?
What?
Huh? Do you think it's weird?
Of course,
Yes.
you weirdo! God, Dennis had 0 emotional intelligence, and he obviously had a crush on me. But at least I knew he was harmless and a kind person. He actually spent most weekends helping out with animal shelters. Or so I thought. Because a few days later I was making pancakes, and I felt someone's hot breath on my neck. I screamed and saw that it was Dennis. He said,
Do you like my friend Michael? You've met him, right? Michael told me he loves you and dreams about you every single night.
Ew, stop it.
What?
I don't like you, and I don't like Michael. Stop dreaming about me, you freaks. You see, I had met my stepbrother's friend Michael, and he was the biggest weirdo of them all. One time, he was at our house saying, you know what I did last weekend?
I don't want to.
5 rats in one night. One of them is as big as a cat.
Okay, my brother in Christ. No, let's go back. Let's instant replay real quick. Why are you so close to the girl, bro? You don't know her for real, bro. You scaring the hoes away, bro, with your hot ass breath. Second off, why do you think a girl would care about you killing 5 rats? Who are you trying to talk to, my nigga?
Weekend, I caught 5 rats in one night. One of them is as big as a cat, and I've put them all in a rat park where they're making lots of rat babies now.
What? What? What was that scene? What did I just see? What did I just see? 8 out of 10 already.
Come over and see them. I would rather kill myself
What is
than go
wrong
home
with
you,
this?
You creep.
What?
I wanted him to feel rejected and go sulk somewhere, but he responded, "Oh, I love it when you play hard to get."
Ew.
So yeah, he was a big weirdo.
That creeped
and
me
things
out.
got creepier. One night, my mom and dad were out of town when my stepbrother Dennis said,
You and I have to declutter the basement. Dad will pay us $40 each if we help.
I could use the $40, so I agreed and followed Dennis down the stairs to the basement. Dennis had a thing for me, sure, but he was a dumb fudge and nice guy after all, so I wasn't scared of him.
I
Well,
would be.
Big mistake. 'Cause suddenly, he grabbed me and forced me into a chair. I
Oh,
screamed,
what?
I'm going to kill you! But he just wrapped a rope around me real tight so I couldn't run away.
What?
Sorry,
What's going
but I owe
on?
my friend Michael a favor, and he just wants a chance to get to know you. So please.
Nigga, what do you mean? Why does he have to get to know me when I'm tied up in a basement? What are you talking about?
Stalks him for a few hours. I bet you'll fall in love with him.
I spit right in his face, but he just left and then Michael came in.
What is this?
Oh, he looked so pleased with himself. And I hoped he would come close enough to my face so I could bite into his carotid artery and send him to a hospital.
Yo,
He said,
what?
There's my little angel. You know, I had a dream where Archangel Michael told me that we two are meant for each other.
Bringing up Archangel Michael when you have a girl tied up in your basement? What?
He also said we're going to have 3 babies one day.
I
What?
responded, I'd rather stab myself in the eye with a fork than date you.
I would
Michael
too.
droned on for 3 hours, fully convinced that I would
9 out of
suddenly
10.
fall in love with him. I mean, this guy was completely delusional. At last, he put a talisman around my neck, saying,
It's made out of rat bones. Keep it on and you'll always
What is your obsession with rats, my nigga? What?
feel my presence.
When he finally left and my stepbrother
demon-ass
Dennis came back
child.
down to untie me, I stood up and kicked him with
Why would you? Once you tie somebody, you can't untie them because as soon as you untie them, they're reporting you to the police. Yeah, you're fried, buddy. GG's. You'll never see her again.
full force in the nuts. He fell to the ground and it felt so good
Kidnapper
to see him
101.
cry like a
Lock in.
baby. And the second my mom got back, I told her how I was tied up and forced on a date. She was upset
Thank
and
you.
told Dennis that Michael was forbidden
Justice
from
is getting
ever
served.
entering our house again. I thought this would stop Michael and his craziness. But one day I received a cheesy love letter from him. On it was a drawing of me and him kissing. And there was
I'm not gonna lie, yo. Somebody gotta put this nigga down. Somebody has to put him down. Somebody has to put him down. What are you talking?
also a strand of hair attached to it. My hair! Michael must have climbed
Now
into
we
my
good?
window
All
at
right.
night and chopped bits of my hair.
Wait, hold on. Put her hair on this letter? What type of serial killer ass shit is this?
Drawing of me and him kissing. And there was
What?
also a strand of hair attached to it. My hair! Michael must have climbed in through my window at night and chopped bits of my hair off. Like a
What
stalker.
is this Jeffrey
I was
Dahmer
petrified
ass
and decided
story?
to Google stalkers. God, I read a bunch of stories that were super graphic, and it turned me into a ball of paranoia. Stalkers like Michael are selfish and get a kick out of hurting their victims, and they are willing to do anything to get them. So for the next few months, I only left the house to go to school. My mom always drove me. But then we went on vacation and got this stunning villa next to a lake, far away from Michael. I felt so safe. that one
You
morning as I opened the front
can't be sure. You can't be sure of that. You remember, he's a stalker. I'm not gonna lie, yo. Hey, if Diddy wants you, Diddy's gonna find you. I'm gonna keep it a beam.
door, I found a photo of me on the floor. A photo of me taking a shower next to the lake. I immediately
Hell
knew
no.
it was him, Michael.
Also,
It was
where's the father in this situation, man? Yo, we need, this is why we need more fathers in their
also
lives.
a note at the back that said,
You can wear that bikini on our wedding night.
Shoot, yo, put this nigga down. Euthanize, do whatever you gotta do. Put him down.
well, that ruined my vacation mood. I stayed in my room with a knife at all times, and I couldn't shake the feeling that Michael had hacked my computer, because maybe he'd seen my web search and found my location through that. So I took my laptop to a cybersecurity expert, who after running some tests told me that someone had installed a password stealer on my laptop, and that person had access to all my accounts. So on my way
Oh,
home,
you're fried.
I gave my laptop to a homeless person
Wallahi, you're
and didn't look
cooked.
back. I completely ditched technology and moved to another state for college, making sure that Michael couldn't locate me. There,
did
I
all of
also
this?
got into my first relationship with Nick. He was strong, and I think that made me feel safe. On Valentine's Day, he even left roses and a cute teddy bear at my apartment door. I
Okay.
immediately went to his dorm and said, "Thank you so much for the Valentine's gift.
What do you mean? I've bought you a necklace, but it's still in my bag.
Never in my days have I ever seen some shit like this. What?
I haven't given it to you
You
yet.
gotta
A
slide.
shiver ran down my spine, and I immediately went back home.
How
and
did he
inspected my
find
Valentine's
you?
gift in more detail. I noticed that something was off about the teddy bear's eye, so I pulled it out and found a camera. In that moment, I knew I was back. So I told my boyfriend about my crazy stalker. He said, "I won't tolerate this idiot ruining your life.
Oh yeah, he finna kill him. He finna kill him. Yeah. I ain't gonna lie. Yo, GG's.
And I promise I'll stop him before he abducts you or worse."
So Nick came up with a plan.
First, I asked my
2018
stepbrother
LeBron
Dennis to
shit.
give me Michael's number, and then I called Michael asking if he could come over. The creepy thing was
Oh,
that it
crazy
only took
setup.
me 5 minutes to get to my door. We sat
Aren't you across the country?
down, and I told him, "I had a dream last night. God told me that you and I are meant for each other." "Good, it's about time. So you are my girlfriend now, right?"
No.
"Not yet, because God said you'll first have to prove your worth by beating up my boyfriend Nick."
I'm gonna tell you exactly what finna happen. Yo, give me a second. I'll be right back. Or whoever her boyfriend is, finna take one of these, load it up, put the clip into it, and kill that nigga. Any other thing that happens is him giving mercy. Because just beating a nigga like this, with a nigga like this, bro, you can't just give him a 2-piece combo for Popeyes, bro. You gotta real deal traumatize him.
I could go to prison for that. Not if you're careful. Nick goes fishing at the small lake every Friday. It's pretty deserted out there, so no one will see you. Just ambush Nick and leave no evidence behind. Honestly,
brother.
I didn't expect Michael to fall for my crazy-ass story. I mean, come on, it was ridiculous. But the freak responded, "Fine, but I want you to watch while I defeat your boyfriend." Michael didn't know.
Bro, this is the type of time Nick is finna be on, bro. I ain't gonna lie. Hold on. This is the type of time Nick finna be on, bro. Hold on.
Police steady watching me. Every day they clocking me. Red alert, I'm the dangerous. I keep that clock on me. And they ain't
Straight killer shit. What are we talking about? Boy, I'm talking tragedy. Gravity. I don't know what else.
that I had recorded the conversation. Now all I needed was video footage of him attacking Nick to send him to prison. So on Friday, Michael and I got to the lake, and Nick was fishing with his back to us. I took a big stick from my bag and said, "Here you go, Michael. Use this." Michael was so pumped for victory, he took the big stick. And
Oh,
just when he
no.
was about 7 feet away from my boyfriend Nick, I pulled out my taser and zzz,
Damn,
Michael
son
was
of a
on the
hell.
ground, flapping like a fish
Damn,
out
you
of
didn't
water.
even give him a chance. He
Then
don't
we
deserve
called
one.
the police and handed over all the audio and video evidence.
I thought this was gonna go a completely different way, or whatever. I guess the animators didn't feel like drawing up a fight scene, man. I ain't gonna lie. Hey, low key, a little bit better.
3 months later, Michael
At
was
least they don't
sentenced
gotta
to
get in
6 years in prison for attempted assault with a deadly weapon. My
Okay.
boyfriend Nick saved me. And that's why I married him right after we graduated college.
W.
We moved
Nick.
into the small 2-bedroom house and even tried for a baby. Everything just seemed so perfect. But then, a day before Christmas, the doorbell rang.
What?
I opened the door, and it was my stepbrother Dennis. I said, "Merry Christmas. What are you doing here?"
Oh, I know what you did to Michael. You framed him and now he's in prison even though he would never hurt anyone.
Are you sure about that, buddy? What?
Leave me alone, you freak. I tried to close the door, but Dennis put his foot in between. He said,
Michael hasn't forgotten you. You better go visit
Why are
him
you
in
pushing
prison
your
and
sister?
apologize.
I had enough and took my boyfriend's golf club
Damn.
and swung it right at him. He finally ran off, and I didn't tell my boyfriend about the incident because I didn't want to ruin his Christmas. You see, Nick and I had a Christmas Eve tradition. Every
Yeah,
year.
you're better than me. I'm not gonna lie. I would have sent my boyfriend on that nigga like a fucking sick dog, nigga. I ain't gonna lie. I Lil Durk sending Vaughn on a mission. That's
we
what it
would
would have
build
been.
a snowman and snow woman couple in our front yard, then got twigs to make it look like they were holding hands, and made smiley faces using Skittles and licorice. It was an expression
Your
of our
boyfriend?
love. But 4 years later, I woke up on Christmas morning and saw a third snowman.
What you mean by you have a boy? I don't have a boyfriend. Y'all know what I'm talking about, bro. Chill.
It had an evil grin on his face and was sticking a large knife into my boyfriend Nick's snowman. I screamed, Michael is out of prison! And I was shaking in fear, so we went to the police station and the officer
How
responded,
did you know that was Michael?
So, a snowman attempted to kill your husband's snowman? That doofus couldn't stop laughing and refused to help us. When we got home, Nick said, I'll get rid of Michael once and for all.
Oh,
I have
no.
a degree in chemistry. I'll just poison Michael. That's child's
Oh
play
shit.
for
Oh
me."
wow. Oh
So we
wow.
put our plan in motion. I was the bait, and I'd go for a jog every afternoon to give Michael an opportunity to stalk and follow me. Then Nick spotted a white Prius trailing me, so we followed the Prius after my jog was over. It went to a shabby little house in a dirty neighborhood. Nick checked the mailbox, and the bills had Michael's name on them. So the next day, Nick put a fake advertisement from a supermarket chain in Michael's mailbox that we had created ourselves. It had a small praline in gold.
Can I ask a quick question though? Why are we going this far to kill each other? Why can't we just call the authorities again? And also, why is your stepbrother helping out the best friend? Isn't this your family? I understand you kind of hit him in the balls and some shit, but that's low-key his fault too. Didn't he tie you up when y'all was kids?
Oil attached to it, and we hoped that
Why
Michael
can't we
would
just shoot
eat
both
it,
of them and just
and
go
you know
away?
What? A week later, we started driving past his house every night. Interestingly, the light was always on throughout the whole night and whole day, but no one ever came out.
Because Michael's a bit... Oh, I agree. I feel like... Yo, if I'm Nick, y'all already know what type of timing I'm on. Let me get the strap real quick, bro. I'm not going to lie. Y'all already know what type of timing I am. If I'm Nick and somebody's trying to talk to my girl, we already didn't put you into prison and you feel me? That didn't do the job, Big Jamal in prison, didn't you feel me do the job to you? All right, bet I'm going to do it. Don't even worry, man. I ain't going to lie. Hey, we blasting straight Young Boy King Von and Lil Durk on my slide, man. I ain't going to lie.
So one night, my boyfriend decided to go to the house and look through a window to see if Michael was there. When he came back, he said, Michael is laying on the ground, not moving. So the poison had worked.
Finally.
We
Yes,
were
sir.
quiet on the
Finally
ride
gets his
home.
man off the platform, bro.
But then I said, screw it. No one will find out it was us. Let's go celebrate. We had a nice dinner with champagne and
Come on.
trophies. But to be honest, I was
Celebration.
never able to shake off that slight nervousness I got from murdering Michael. It might stay with me forever.
Hey, game is game. At least he does. At least Michael won't stay with you forever. That's the good part about it. Hey, man, casualties come with war, bro. But I'm just letting you know, if that was me, nigga. This would have happened a lot sooner. Way sooner. Hold on. Boy, I'm talking tragedy. You remember me? On me, that would have. Why you trying to talk to my girl, nigga? What the hell? Trying to creep on my girl, nigga. I'll shoot your ass, bitch. Fuck. What a shot at me, nigga. New MSA story. I was hired to protect a clumsy billionaire. Hopefully this is a little bit more tame than the last one. Also, my rating for the last one will be, At first, it was looking like it was going to be a 10 out of 10, but it kind of calmed down later. It's actually a decent story, I'm not going to lie. I'll give it 8 out of 10. Let's get to this next one, bro.
Mom was a little girl. When my mom was a little girl, she heard this wild rumor that she comes from a family of witches. So naturally, like any sane person, she wanted to get to the bottom of this. She graduated college with honors and went all in on studying the supernatural in a more scientific way.
Okay.
And her big takeaway was that the supernatural is real. We just need the right means to connect with it. But even though Mom became super famous for her groundbreaking work, she still couldn't figure out if our family had any connection to witches.
Talk
She
to
was
me.
so obsessed with finding the answer that she neglected everything else, which didn't sit well with Dad. They fought all the time, and eventually, he had enough and left. Soon after, Mom realized she was pregnant with me. So she dropped her research, moved into her childhood home with Aunt Jessie, and became the most devoted mom ever. But the second
W
I
Dad, I would do
started
the
high school-
same on me. W Dad for going to get the milk. Fuck no, nigga. What? You thought I was gonna agree with you? The fuck? No, no. He should stay back and go. Well, I mean, he didn't know that the woman had the kid, but you know what? Now thinking about it, bro. If I find out that my wife thinks she's a witch, I'm leaving her too. I can't even blame, bro. I'm not gonna hold you, bro. Hell no.
She drove right back into her witch hunt. She even had this creepy little office where she kept all the souvenirs from her years of research. And Aunt Jessie absolutely hated that place.
Oh my God, Kara.
I would too.
Who gave you that awful haircut?
Mom did. What's wrong?
Nothing, except you looked like a shaved squirrel.
She
Damn.
looks fine, Jessie. And why are you in my office anyway? I thought you hated coming here.
I do. It's just that I need some money. I'm traveling to Bora Bora tomorrow with Jack, and I don't want him to see me as some wannabe leeching off his
Hey,
money.
family. One thing family will always do is ask you for money, man. I ain't gonna lie, because what's family for, bro? Just run up my pockets and then do nothing in return. Hey, man.
Jack.
Also, how are you broke going to Bora Bora? Like, what? You got bigger priorities in your hands, bro.
You were dating Mark.
Ugh, Mark was such a bore, so I broke up with him. Now I'm dating Jack. You know he's an entrepreneur and he owns
Oh, you one of those.
a yacht.
What
Only
Kanye say? I ain't saying shit, gold digger.
1,000% of the world population own a yacht, and Jack is one of them. Now, if you're done interrogating me, can I have some cash?
Aunt Jessie was Mom's twin sister, but unlike Mom, Jessie was a total free spirit.
AKA hoe. I'm gonna be honest. I hate when people refer to freeze. Yo. Call it what it is. I ain't gonna lie. She ain't a free spirit. She just free with them. Let me chill.
She drifted from place to place, never held down a steady job, and dreamed of marrying rich so she'd never have to work.
But you're
Mom thought
broke.
Jessie was a total flake, and for Jessie, Mom was one science experiment away from turning into a mad scientist. So, obviously, they never got along. And
Polar
life
opposite,
went on.
actually. Wow.
Until one day, everything changed. Yeah, we say that a lot around here. Just like we keep asking you to like and subscribe. So, please go ahead and do that. Anyway, Mom was in her creepy office doing her usual research when we heard a loud crash. Jessie and I rushed in to check on her, and there she was, passed out cold on the floor.
Damn.
Her research papers were scattered everywhere. And
Oh, she
right
didn't
in
got
the
possessed
middle was this
by a
weird
demon.
necklace. I ran to Mom's side while Aunt Jessie called the ambulance. But when the paramedics arrived, they said she was in a coma. Mom was
Wonder
rushed to
how.
the
See,
hospital.
and this is why you don't mess with witchcraft, man. I'm not gonna lie. Over here, man. Ha! We stay free from that. Oh! People were left. Even problems. They know my pain. They know my... All I know, God. Nah, man. No, none of that witchcraft over here.
But the necklace stayed behind. I couldn't bring myself to leave it there. It felt important, like it might hold the answers we needed. So I took it and always kept it close to me.
Oh my God, just toss that ugly thing already.
No way! This was the last thing Mom was researching before she
Why y'all
collapsed.
saying I can't sing, bro? Yo, King did the find funny. You can't really sing, but appreciate you trying. Alright, bro.
She might need it when she wakes up.
For what? To wear to some ugly necklace convention? Kara, you're 18. Go live your life. You sulk way too much for a teenager.
I'm gonna be honest, I wouldn't be taking advice from your free-spirited aunt. Let me just say that. I ain't gonna lie. That's what we're gonna call it.
And you're way too wild for someone in their 40s.
Damn!
Aren't you even
Burn!
she's ever gonna wake up?
Look, your mom's nuts, okay? For all we know, this is because she spent too much time chasing ghosts and ancient nonsense.
Oh, for
now,
sure
do me a
was.
favor and stop playing detective.
Aunt Jessie grabbed my arm and I wanted to pull away, but I was too stunned. Not because of what she did, but because of what I saw.
You know, the free spirit low-key is spitting, though. I'm not gonna lie. Like, you know, I did say she was wrong at first, but low-key she did. She proved me wrong. She
I
did
had this
give me
vision
good
where
advice.
I saw Jessie
I ain't
in
gonna
Mom's office, pulling money out of her locker.
Oh,
You
hell no.
stole from Mom's locker?
What locker? I didn't steal anything.
Wait. How did you do that? How did you do that? How did you do that?
Aunt Jessie grabbed my arm and I wanted to pull away, but I was too stunned. Not because of what she did, but because of what I saw. I had this
Oh, you guys,
vision where-
you got visions? Oh no, you a witch. Oh no, I ain't gonna lie. Burn the heathen! Burn the heathen! Sound the alarm! Burn the heathen! Demon! Damn it! Let me chill, bro. Alright, let me chill. But, yeah, you got powers. I ain't gonna lie. Burn the witch!
Where I saw Jessie in Mom's office, pulling money out of her locker. You stole from Mom's locker?
What locker? I didn't steal
Not surprised.
anything.
But I just saw. I grabbed Jessie's arm again, and just like before, I saw her in Mom's office stealing money. I was trying to make sense of what was happening when suddenly my eyes fell on the necklace in my hand. I put it down and touched Jessie again, and nothing. No visions.
So the
this
necklace
time.
has superpowers.
This
Okay.
necklace actually be showing.
See, in this situation, I'm not gonna lie. Even though that's a cool superpower to have, there's obviously a side effect if your mom's in a coma. So I would probably just use it whenever I really need it, and then never use it again because I'm a dumbass.
Me something?
Oh no, you've got that look. The same one your mom
Just
got
use it on my
whenever she
girl,
went on
man.
about
I ain't gonna lie.
ghosts.
Yo, hey, she said she was out with the girls last night. Bet that. Let me get your hand real quick. Take that shit. Figure out what she was actually doing. All right, bro. That's that time to leave, man. I know you was slurping up that nigga who gave you some weed, bro. I'm not. Exactly.
Or spirits or whatever nonsense she wasted her life chasing.
Jessie kept groaning about something, but my brain was stuck on the fact that the necklace actually had powers. Every time I held it, these weird flashes would hit me. I didn't totally get what they were. Maybe they were some blurry sneak peeks into the future. Honestly, with Jessie's track record, seeing her steal from Mom felt pretty believable. But I needed
Wait,
proof.
let me read this shit. Hold on. What? Smoking, ask mom to lend her some money, blah, blah, blah. Loves to brag the expensive items to her friends. Yep. Free-spirited, for sure. Always makes promises when mom asks for the money she lent her. Throwing sauce and
Seeing
clothes
her
everywhere.
steal
Blah, blah,
from
blah, blah,
Mom
blah, 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 blah. Staying up late on parties and drinking.
Pretty
Poor anger man. Yep. Free-spirited, for sure.
Believable. But I needed proof that this thing was legit. So the next day, I wore the necklace to school, and like I suspected, every time I bumped into someone, I saw a glimpse of their future. Like, I accidentally brushed up against Madison, our cheer captain, and saw her flipping out in front of everyone. Sure enough, later that day, she dumped her boyfriend and destroyed his locker.
Oh,
I also
shit.
saw Kyle, the class clown, going home alone to his cats, which was kinda sad. But
Hey, that's the tough life of being a class clown, bro. I ain't gonna lie. You make everybody laugh and giggle, but once you go home, nobody can make you laugh. I ain't gonna lie. It's a sad reality. Shout out to all the class clowns, bro. I appreciate what y'all did back in the high school, man. I ain't gonna lie.
then, I saw the rude school janitor having a terrible lunch that would keep him in the bathroom all afternoon. Instantly lifted my spirits. Oh, wow. This is the best day ever.
Hey, if this was a different story animation channel, that could have went completely different. The janitor could have been doing something else and with somebody else.
Talking to yourself, Kara? Is that your secret strategy to beat me on the test? Hate to break it to you, but it's not gonna work.
Ugh, Ethan. Of course he had to walk in and ruin my perfect day. Ethan is in my class, and he's probably the most perfect guy ever. Rich, popular, a face that looks like it was carved by angels, and of course, perfect grades.
Oh,
He's
so you
got
have a
it
crush
all.
on him.
But here's the
You
kicker.
like him.
Ethan's insanely clumsy. It's almost
Oh, damn.
a talent. How bad he is at holding on to things. Lunch trays, expensive vases, kittens.
How you finna be a dick and you a clumsy nigga? That's like I'm Davis having the ego of Duke Dennis. You can't do that, bro. Like, what?
Name it, he's probably dropped it. And yet, somehow, his clumsiness just makes him even more charming to everyone. Well, everyone, but me. I just thought it was
How does that
hilarious
work?
how
How does
someone
that
so
work?
perfect can be such an uncoordinated mess.
Oh my god. Ethan, are you okay? Did you hurt yourself?
Yeah, I'm
Oh,
fine.
hell nah, bro. What? Nah, man. Nah, bro. In real life, bro, as soon as you face plant on the floor, bro, everybody laughing and snickering, bro. You losing like at least negative 15 aura, bro. I'm not gonna lie. There's no way the hoes checking to see if you okay, bro. What?
Little, no big deal.
Quick, someone get ice. Call the nurse. Ethan, how many fingers am I
What?
holding up?
2?
This not realistic.
What's so funny?
Oh, nothing. It's just, isn't this a little dramatic?
Yes.
He just tripped. He's not dying.
Just for the record, I could have seriously hurt myself. What if I hit my
You
head
could've.
and broke my neck? Would that be serious enough for you?
Oh my god, you're fine.
Bro, if you don't stop with all that bitching and moaning, my
You
nigga.
may have a concussion.
Relax.
That's about it. And you literally fall every day, Ethan. multiple
could
times
die
a
every
day.
single day with
You're
that
working
logic.
just fine, aren't you? Ethan gave me the stink eye, and since then, he's been in this weird, unspoken competition with me. He tries to beat me at everything.
Oh, y'all,
Grades, gym
it's one of
class,
those stories.
Who gets to the front of the cafeteria line first?
Y'all finna keep on doing this, and then y'all finna bump into each other in like a closed and tight area. Then y'all finna start blushing and shit. Then y'all gonna awkwardly pull away from each other and then act like nothing happened. And then that's gonna happen again in a different scenario, like a week later, where it's gonna be like at a fair or whatever, and it's nighttime, and then you see the fireworks, and both of y'all bump into each other, and then y'all start beefing a little bit. And then after that, y'all kind of realize that, yo, it's fireworks going on, and the sky's beautiful. And then y'all start looking at each other in a different light, and then, you feel me, y'all gonna kiss, make out, and then slobber on each other's tongues or what. I don't know, bro. You get the point.
And even though I have no idea why he's doing that, one thing's for sure. There's no way I'm letting him win. I'm here. I'm not late.
Ew, what's that smell? Did you run here? Just ask Kara, and I'll lend you a couple bucks for the bus next time you're late.
Yeah, he calling you a
Without
stinky
tripping over a
Eddie.
rock and rolling down the street.
I don't need to run. I have a car with a private driver.
And thank God for that.
Damn.
Or God knows how many people you would have run over by now, you clumsy fool.
How dare you?
Damn.
Ethan lunged at me, but his foot caught on the desk, and he crashed.
Told y'all! I told
As soon
y'all!
as
I
we
told
touched-
y'all! I told y'all! I literally just predicted it. Come on, bro. Come on, bro. It wasn't the exact same scenario, but it was similar, bro. I got it.
I had this crazy vision of Ethan wandering through a forest, moving deeper like he was searching for something. And then suddenly, he reached the edge of the cliff and fell.
If you keep staring at me like that, you'll fall in love.
Ugh, as if.
Whoa!
Get off
Okay, that was a nice shot, though. I'm not gonna lie.
And yeah, maybe stay away from cliffs for a while, okay?
What? Did you not get enough oxygen to your brain while running over here?
Just then the teacher walked in and we rushed back to our seats. That entire day, I couldn't help
bruh.
keeping an eye on Ethan. Even
Shit
though
cut.
he was a jerk, I didn't want him falling off a cliff because
You
of
can look
some
into the future too,
mysterious
Cloud. I'm
entity.
telling y'all, bro.
That would break too many hearts at school. So later, when I saw him walking toward the woods behind the school, I decided
Guarantee she's finna, yo. This is what's finna happen. She's finna run after him. She's gonna turn around. Then she's gonna fall onto him after she trips on the branch. And then they're gonna be looking at each other, staring at each other, huffing and puffing on each other right next to the cliff. Calling it right now. Lock me in.
to follow him, but he'd already walked in deeper. I kept walking straight, trying to stay optimistic, when I finally saw Ethan moving towards the cliff in a trance-like state. Ethan, stop! No response. I
Oh, is
screamed
he? Is
for
he?
him
Is he?
again,
Oh, idol?
but
You
he
feel
didn't
me?
Stop. I ran towards him and
Told y'all.
pulled his arm, snapping him back to reality.
Kara? What? Where am I?
You walked into the jungle. You don't remember?
No, I remember
Bro,
being
what?
at football practice, and now I'm just here.
Well, yo,
How did I even
bro,
get
Loki
here?
just went. Yo, he real life just went AFK. What are we talking about?
And wait, how'd you know where to find me?
In
Were
real
you
life,
following
what?
me? You were, weren't you? Why? Did one of my dad's enemies send you to keep an eye on me? Tell me.
For a
Enemies?
second,
Your dad
I
in the
panicked.
mafia?
Ethan's dad was a senator, and me showing up out of nowhere was definitely weird. Especially because we didn't get along. I could understand
Bro,
why
she
he'd
just
be
saved your
paranoid.
life and you over
So
here
I had no
interrogating her,
choice
bro?
But to tell him the whole truth.
So you're telling me this necklace gives you the power to look into the future?
Yeah. And I know it sounds super made up, but I swear to God, it's true. And if you don't believe me,
No, I actually...
I'm gonna be honest, bro. This was a terrible move. Why are you telling this guy who's obviously not the best of character about your superpower, bro? Bro, what? I ain't gonna... It doesn't matter that, yo, you just saved his life, and the first thing he did was question you on why you following him. Not thanking you. Like, what are we talking about? I wouldn't trust this guy, my nigga.
believe
He finna
it.
use you.
With all the weird stuff going on in my life right now, a magic necklace honestly feels pretty normal.
that's when Ethan told
Huh?
me that for the past few months, he was being haunted by a ghost. It showed up out
Yo,
of
what did he
nowhere.
do?
And ever since then, his life had been a mess.
I was always clumsy, but lately it's been getting worse. I wake up doing the weirdest stuff, like
Nah, who did
wrecking
your
my
dad
mom's
kill,
rose
bro?
garden or
Who's ghost
doodling
haunting you?
all over some portrait of my great-grandfather, and I don't even remember doing it.
Bro, hold on.
Doodling all over some...
Is that George Washington, my nigga? Oh, hell no. No, that's... Who is this? Looks like Jay... Some slave owner, bro. I ain't gonna
portrait
lie.
of my
Probably deserves the
great-grandfather.
shit.
and I don't even remember doing it.
But how are you so sure a ghost has something to do with this?
Because I've seen it. Sometimes late at night,
But he
I'll
was
catch
dead
a
ass in the
shadowy figure
genjutsu.
in the mirror, or feel like someone's standing right behind me. Plus, we moved into this house only 6 months ago, and my parents were warned it might be haunted. But the house
Then why would y'all move in? What? I hate people who can't take warnings, bro. If I tell you, yo, if you eat this food, you're finna get explosive diarrhea. And then, right after I tell you that, you start devouring that shit, licking your fingers and shit, over here licking the plate and shit, you deserve everything that's gonna happen to you, my nigga. You stupid ass frog.
belonged to my
Why did I
great-grandfather.
say stupid ass frog? What? I'm finna make that into a slang. I don't care. Stupid ass frog.
And Dad was obsessed with renovating it and moving in as soon as possible. And now I'm haunted by this stupid ghost who probably wants me dead.
I stared at him, trying to process what he just said. A ghost was making Ethan clumsy and dangerous?
Ribbit, nigga.
It sounded ridiculous. But then again, I was wearing a necklace that could show me the future. So maybe this wasn't totally ridiculous.
You think I'm an idiot?
Yes, but that's beside the point.
Oh,
Seems
damn.
like this ghost has some serious beef with you, and we need to make sure it doesn't totally wreck your life. Follow me. Ethan watched me suspiciously, but followed me anyway, and I took him home. I led him to Mom's office, dug through some of her stuff, and pulled out a protective talisman. This should keep you safe for a while. Although the ghost might still mess with your mind, it won't be able to harm you fatally.
Gee, thanks.
Look at her
That's
blushing and
reassuring.
shit.
But how do you even know this stuff works?
My mom was a researcher of the supernatural. I picked up a thing or two growing up in this chaos. That is,
Type.
until she got sick. But I'm sure she'll be fine in no
Why
time.
does somebody in my chat just ask me if I sub to Lil Tay's OnlyFans, bro? I'm not gonna lie. I'm gonna personally time you out, my nigga. You need to think about what you just did, bro. I ain't gonna lie. Take that quick little 5 minutes.
And this time when she's back, I'm not letting her out of my sight for even 1 second.
At least you have that hope. I live in the same house as my parents, and I barely see them. Last month, when I kept waking up in random places around the house, my dad just hired a sleep specialist, then a psychiatrist,
Damn.
then a guard to lock my door at night. Not once did he
I mean, at least
ask
he
me what
cares, but no, he doesn't care. Let me be honest.
was actually wrong. Just threw money at it until it looked fixed and I didn't cause any drama.
That sounds
Hey, that's the life
rough,
you choose.
But I guess we all have our battles.
I guess we do.
Since then, Ethan and I were practically inseparable. Honestly,
Oh,
it
brother.
wasn't by choice. Ethan was convinced
they're finna fall in
he couldn't
love.
survive without me. And to be fair, he wasn't entirely wrong. At first, the things I saw ahead
Oh
of time
wow!
were small.
Why did you have to touch him on his chest?
He wasn't entirely wrong. At first,
Why did you have to touch him on his chest? You could have touched him on his arm, his hand, his shoulder, while on his chest. I ain't gonna lie. I'm sorry to repeat some shit, nigga. I ain't gonna lie. Y'all might as well just kiss at this point, bro. I ain't gonna lie. Get a room at this
the
point.
things I saw ahead of time were small. Like
I called it though,
from
Chad.
burning his tongue on hot cocoa,
I really got the
mixing up
amber.
sugar and salt. But
I'm
as
really
the
the
week went
future
on,
seer.
things got way more intense. First, I saved him from falling into the fountain in the school courtyard. Then it was dodging a soccer ball that almost slammed into his face.
Damn!
Things
Nah, I would have let him eat that shit. I'm not gonna lie, bro. I'm not your personal bodyguard, bro. Your dad
got
not paying
really
me.
serious during
What?
science class when he nearly mixed 2 dangerous chemicals together, and I had to jump out of my seat to stop him. It looks like every time I stop you from a disaster, the ghost just gets angrier and pushes you into an even bigger one. We need to stop
Damn.
this. Did you
Rage
sprinkle
baiting a
salt
ghost.
along the floor right up against the walls of your room like I asked you to? That's the only way to keep the ghost out of your room.
Of course I did.
Yeah,
But the
actually
cleaning
worked.
staff always...
Bro, recently I've had like a horny demon visiting me at night. I'm not gonna lie. Now look, I've waved it away. Maybe it's because I broke my celibacy. I don't know, but I've waved it away. But it keep on coming back at me, bro. It's like trying to get me to keep on, you feel me, releasing seed. And it's like, bro, I'm trying to, you feel me, lock me in. So like, while y'all saying, huh, I'm actually telling y'all my personal problems, and y'all over here calling me a weirdo. What are you talking about? Maybe I need to sprinkle my room with salt. I've also had other type of demons in the past, bro. I had this one demon who I think came to push me off a cliff in my dreams, like dead ass. Like it would be like, y'all ever had them dreams where like you would just be walking and then you just run and you just jump off like a tall building or like a balcony or some shit. Like, that's been happening to me recently too. Maybe I do need to salt the door or whatever. Talk to him. I mean, he doesn't really talk. He just makes sounds, bro. I ain't gonna lie. 988, bro. Did you try to say 911? Like, what happened there, bro? What went wrong?
Keeps it up and complains to my parents about the mess. They think I've lost my mind.
Then ask one of your bodyguards to watch over you at night. You've got plenty of those, don't you?
What am I, 5? My parents would think it's weird. You have to come up with a better solution.
Like what? I can't watch you 24/7.
988 is a self-harm hotline. Why do you want me to call the self-harm hotline, bro? I don't want to jump off a cliff. The demon wants me to do it. It's just like in a dream, bro. I'm chilling. I love my life, bro. I don't know about y'all.
7, Ethan. There's got to be another way.
I'm straight.
Ethan's brilliant idea was to sneak me into his massive walk-in closet overnight without anyone noticing. But why
You talking
can't I
about
just come
OB
in
and
through the
shit,
front
you-
door like a normal person? I mean, you're kind of popular. Don't you have friends coming over all the time?
You mean those kids I hang with at school? They're only around because my dad's loaded. None of them are real friends.
Damn. Okay. Y'all keep on saying, yo, Cloud. Let me keep playing the video. Hold on. What's going on? Oh, hell no. Hell no. Get out of there. I don't know what you gotta do. Pinch yourself. Do it, whatever. I ain't gonna lie. What is going on?
Floors and walls.
Find the lamp in the room.
Finally awake, Sleeping Beauty?
I spun around to see a girl my age, dressed like she had...
Who is you, Sleeping Beauty? Hold on. Who is you, Ghost Fawn shit?
just walked out of an...
Who is you? Who is you? For yo, we having spiritual fun shits in here? Come on. You are too. You the real art. Shit. What? Uh-huh. I mean, I have a question. How do you feel about Obama and MLK? Also, when were you born? It looks like you got some 1800s type of fit on. How do you feel about black people, mind you? Is the N-word a bad term to you? I want to know. Okay. Yeah, GG's, get out of there. What are we talking about? Yo, don't do what I think you're finna do, bro. Don't do what I think you're finna do, bro. Whatever you do, do not go through those red doors, bro. That is the gates to hell.
Answers? Just walk through that door.
What's behind it?
The truth.
You're really enjoying this, aren't you?
Oh, immensely. Now do as I say. You don't have much time.
I took a deep breath and walked over to the door. But just as I was about to turn the knob, I heard a scream coming from the end of the cave. I got so spooked, I immediately recoiled and fell. My head hit the ground, and I don't remember what happened
are you doing,
next,
shorty?
Except
What's
I
going
woke
on?
up staring at the ceiling in Ethan's living room. I slowly got up, trying to make sense of what happened.
Oh, she didn't possess your ass. Oh, shit.
When I saw Ethan holding a lighter, standing inches away from the curtains,
whoa.
without thinking, I lunged forward and snatched the lighter out of his hand, when suddenly, Ethan's
How did you do that without knocking him over? What?
parents walked in.
Who are you and what are you doing in my house?
Dad, she's...
I'm not asking you, Ethan. You go to your room.
But Dad...
I said leave!
Damn.
Ethan's mom took his hand and took him to his room, while I just stood in the living room, motionless.
All you had to do is say that she was his girlfriend or something. And, I mean, he feel me, it still could have been bad, but I don't know.
As for you, girl, you broke into my house, and judging by that lighter in your hand, I'd say your intention was to set something on fire.
Oh,
Some
wow.
rival sent you to sabotage me, so I stepped down from my mayor campaign?
What?
What?
No, I wasn't trying to burn anything. I was helping Ethan. Ask him.
I don't have to ask him anything. My son would never be friends with someone like you.
What does that mean, bro? Huh? Girly, what does that mean? I mean, you feel me? She's not black, but last thing I heard, you know, the redheads they consider the minority too. So you feel me? We stand with the redheads, bro. Come on, man. What you mean by a person like us, nigga? Fuck. You got something you want to say, shorty? The fuck?
Truth. You can call my aunt. She can vouch for me.
Oh, I'm sure you have some accomplice
I would not
ready
call
to
the
cover
aunt.
for you. Enough of this nonsense. You're not fooling me.
Before
She'll
I could
probably
argue
try to
any
sleep with the
further,
nigga. I ain't
his
gonna
dad
lie.
pulled out his phone and called the police. And an hour later, I was sitting in the police station, feeling like the unluckiest person in the world.
All Ethan had to say was that this was his girlfriend. All he had to say.
I was just about
All of
to
this could have been
lose my
avoided.
mind when Jesse burst through the doors and dragged me home.
Of all the stupid, reckless, irresponsible things you could have done, Kara, you broke into someone's house?
Oh, so you're talking free
Ethan
spirit.
called me there. He's my friend.
So you're telling me you have rich friends like that guy Ethan, and you never told me? How could you do that? The
What?
least you should have done was to introduce me to his father.
Oh, no, you all.
Jesse,
Bob.
his dad's married.
Bob, what
Where
are we
your
talking
morals?
about, man?
Who needs morals when you can be rich? And his dad's a politician, right? Everyone knows politicians are always looking for trophy wives. I'm
what
sure
type of
I fit
auntie
right
is
in.
this?
Now do me a favor
What type
and
of role
arrange a
model you
meeting.
are?
I will do no such thing, you freak.
No role model.
I'll talk to him after break. Tomorrow at school. I didn't, because Ethan didn't turn up at school the next day, which kind of had me worried. I even called him, but he didn't answer. So I thought he was just ignoring me after what happened with his dad last night. But then, something in my heart told me things weren't
Ethan
right.
died.
So I decided
Low
to pay him
key,
a
he
visit.
might.
I was outside his mansion when suddenly I started hearing voices. I walked in and froze.
They left the gate open? What type of rich people is this, my nigga? You don't at least got security guards? I thought you had ops for real, bro. You can't pay a band a day for some security, bro? Aren't
Ethan
you
was
rich?
standing on the edge of the roof,
Oh,
swaying
shit.
like a leaf in the wind. His parents were shouting up at him. Guards were barking into their walkie-talkies. But no one was making a move to save him.
Okay, in this situation, y'all gotta just prepare for the worst. Try to catch him. Try to catch him.
Ethan, sweetie, please wake up.
But Ethan didn't move. It was clear he wasn't himself. And if someone startled him or rushed up there, it might only push him to jump. I had to get to him somehow.
Yes, y'all are just being stupid. Why are y'all not preparing to catch him when he falls? What are we talking about? What?
So with everyone distracted, I slipped into the mansion and dashed upstairs to the rooftop.
And why didn't anybody try to go upstairs either? She was the first one.
Ethan?
Y'all got all them
Ethan,
people down
it's
there.
me. Kara, I know you can hear me. You're not alone. I'm here, okay? Just focus on my voice. Ethan tilted his head slightly, like he was trying to place the sound. You're stronger than this. Whatever's got a hold on you, it doesn't control you. You're Ethan, the guy who tripped
Jacket
over
from
air
Class of
and
09 finna
somehow
jump?
still
Chill,
looks cool
chill,
doing
chill.
it. You're not a puppet. Fight it. For a moment,
Fight,
nothing
Ethan.
happened.
Yeah.
Then slowly, he turned his head to look at me.
Kara?
It's me. I've got you. I won't let go, I promise. Finally, he reached out, and the moment our hands touched, I yanked him away from the edge with all my strength.
Told y'all,
But I
told
fell,
y'all.
hit my
Yep,
head,
yep.
and blacked out.
Oh. That one different. Okay. Is that your mom?
And when I
What?
woke up, I was in Ethan's room. What happened?
You hit your head. Kara, I don't know how to thank you. If you
Where's the
hadn't come,
dad?
I don't think I'd still be
He should be
here.
thanking Kara
Good thing I
too.
showed up then.
There's also something else you should know.
Or does he
Ethan
still not
reached
like
into his
her because she's
pocket
one of them
and
people?
pulled out my necklace. The chain was snapped, and the strange pendant was cracked right down the middle.
I found it next to you after you fell.
Oh no!
No, her powers
it
are
was
gone.
The one thing that still connected me to
Damn.
my mom.
I'm so sorry, Kara.
Gee Wilkers, the witch doesn't have her powers anymore, man. What could be worse?
Sorry that I dragged you into this mess. It wasn't your battle to fight. In fact, there's something you should know.
And Ethan told me that he wasn't actually possessed, but had a rare psychological disorder that caused blackouts and hallucinations.
It started when he was a kid, but it went away.
So why didn't he know about this before, and why did nobody tell her?
We thought it was fine until these past few months. He started having these episodes.
Why didn't
Dad's
you tell him?
Political campaign, the pressure, moving into this old place with all its creepy stories. It must have triggered it again. And we tried to keep him safe, secured the entire place, but we failed.
My parents didn't tell me this because they thought I might freak out and maybe the condition will worsen. But what?
That's not a good enough excuse. I know he's not a grown ass man, bro, but he looks like he's 16 or 17, bro. He's old enough to know.
It's worse than jumping off a roof. Sorry. Bad
I think
timing,
it's
Joe.
worse if he dies
The
than if he
bottom line
knows.
is that I'm truly sorry for everything I've put you through. And I'd really love it if we could be friends.
Ethan was still talking when my phone buzzed. It was Aunt Jessie, and she told me that Mom was finally awake.
Also, she was trapped in the pendant.
Ethan, and he immediately offered to take me to the hospital.
Told you that
As soon as we
witchcraft
reached
ain't
the
good.
hospital, I rushed into Mom's room and held her tight. Oh, thank God. I was so scared I'd never get to see you again.
Oh, my sweet girl, I missed you too. And I've got to say this, you've been so brave.
But Mom, I messed up. I broke the necklace.
Well, you
Good.
kind of did me a favor there.
Mom's eyes drifted to the broken necklace, and she told me that it wasn't just some souvenir, but an ancient relic designed to imprison souls.
I studied it thinking it would confirm our family's history with witchcraft. I thought if I could connect my spirit to it, I'd gain the wisdom I'd been seeking.
What type of stupid ass logic is that? It's an amulet that imprisons souls, and you decide to imprison your soul into there to get some secrets. What? Alright, bro.
Instead, the necklace
Alright, bro.
trapped me. My body stayed here in a coma, but my spirit was locked inside.
What do you expect to
When
happen?
it broke, it lost its hold. My soul was released and returned to my body.
So, you were in
I
this
rebuke
necklace
this.
all this time?
Jeez.
In a way, yes. I've been watching you, and you've been so brave, Kara. Although I got a bit freaked out when I saw you walking towards that red door.
Wait, you know about the red door? How? I never told anyone about that vision.
I know because I was there. That scream you heard was mine. And it wasn't a vision, Kara. The necklace was messing with your head. It feeds off your fears and uncertainties. And when it sensed your confusion about Ethan's haunting, it created the image of a ghost to prey on your emotions.
Huh.
It's all a trick to get you to walk through that red door willingly. And if you had, you'd be trapped just like I was.
So, you mean everything I saw in
Wow.
my visions was my imagination?
Absolutely not. No, that just creeped me out. What?
What about the stuff that came true?
The necklace
Jeez
has the strange
Louise.
power of showing you bits and pieces of the future.
I rebuke this, I say, in the name.
It keeps you curious, making you rely on it to guide you. That's how it earns your trust and manipulates you.
I think I'm gonna lose my mind.
No, you won't.
Ah,
because I
so
will
it
never
gives
let-
you what you want to, so that you can trust the shit, and then it leads you into destruction. Sounds like the music industry to me.
This happen again. I'm done with these studies, Kara. I lost sight of what
I
matters
rebuke this
and nearly
witchcraft.
lost everything.
Evens,
I want to focus on my
evens.
family again.
I'd love that too, Mom.
Great! Now that you're both reunited, maybe we can talk about
No, we're not giving you more money, bro. Go, please, just leave.
a Bora trip? No?
Find another person to leech off of.
Fine, I'll just sit here quietly.
We all
The free
laughed.
spirited,
It
hide
felt
it.
like a new chapter
Ah.
had begun. The
Good
necklace
story though.
was gone. Mom was awake and back with me. And as for Ethan, well, He's still clumsy as ever. But at
Oh,
least he's
damn.
taking therapy, so he won't roll off another building and blame it on a ghost.
And then they kiss, get married, happily ever after, blah, blah, blah. We get it. Good story, though. I like that. That wasn't a crazy story. It was a good story. So on my good story tier list, I'm gonna rate that that can get a cool little. That was entertaining. Was it not, Chad? I think that's an 8.2. That was a good story, bro. I like that, man. I ain't gonna lie. Well, shit, I ain't gonna lie. Y'all gonna get a little like from me, bro. I ain't gonna lie. The fact that she dropped her research as soon as she found out she was pregnant was both surprising and a relief. At least she has a humanity. She's still a witch. I ain't gonna lie. I don't know why, but this is one of my favorite MSA girl characters. She's super pretty, and I love how they animated her color palette, designs, and eyes. I like how this story didn't take the usual route that most stories would take, where it would force a love trope between the two main characters. It was just a good story. I'm not gonna lie. I was so sure that Ethan was finna trip and fall on her, and then they was finna kiss and make out, and it was just like, yeah, whatever. It's actually a pretty good story. I'm not gonna lie. I really like it. You want to see more of that type of stuff? Like, subscribe, all of that. Follow me and join the Twitch. You want to see this shit live and be a part of the community. We out.